hope that sun ain't in my face and ruining the video, but welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 5th of February today, 2023. It's absolutely glorious. The sun's out. It was a frost last night, not a problem. We got fleeced on everything what needed to be fleeced up, and everything else is covered up. So yeah, this week what we've been doing, well, I can tell you what we've been doing today. We just come back from an antiques fair in Bolton. I bought a load of beautiful coins. I'll show you them at the end of the video. However, what we've been doing here, well, I'm going to take you on a tour of the plot, show you around the plot, show you what's happening. We've been working on the back of the plot, doing a raised bed, tidying it up, getting it all ready, because I'm going to be building a brassica cage down there shortly. We've been doing some seed sowing, and we've been doing all the linings of all the hanging baskets. I've been over the other side of the allotments, and I've been working in the shop, put bosses on the ceiling for the lights. I'll tell you more about that in a moment or two. And there's one or two other clips which I'll probably throw in as well for good measure. But I think what we're going to do first, we're going to start off in the front greenhouse, potting on, planting, sowing, get it right, sowing some chilies and peppers. This is how I do it, because we get shorter space, and this is the best way to get the maximum seeds in the most condensed space. We will be pricking them out shortly when they come up, but let me show you. This is me sowing some seeds. Well, today I'm going to do some peppers and tomatoes. These are Roma VF, and these are sweet Romano. They're mixed peppers. Anyway, we've got the labels, so I'll stick them to one side. These are the packs of seed, and this is how we're going to put them in these plastic bags, and then we're going to put them in a grow house. Then we're going to forget about them. Now let me show you how we do this. So first things first, got the compost, which is clover. I'm going to use this here just to tamp them down a bit. So that's it. Nothing, not putting a lot of pressure on them, just tamping them down. Now then, I'm just going to quickly, I've got water, enough water here for these two pots. So what we're doing, we're soaking the top of the compost to get us started. And now we're going to get these seeds. No, there's no labels in these ones. I imagine there's going to be lots of seeds in these, because there has been just lately. When I've been opening the packs, there's been quite a few. Oh, and there is. There's still a lot in that packet. But what we're going to do, like I say, we're going to be doing lots of them. Because when I do these, everybody comes, oh, have you got a few spare, Mark? And yes, I did drop one in then. There we go. Right, we'll put the rest of these back. Be careful how I do this. Not as easy as it looks. I did drop a seed, and I dropped it right there. There we go. Right, so these are the Roma, and these are the peppers. Same thing. You get a lot of these. Yeah, Wilkinson's have been okay this year for putting seeds in the packs. Well, there's not so many here, but there is a lot. What I tend to do is swap them with other plot holders. They've got something that I haven't got, and that's how we do a bit of bartering. Right, I need me little, I had a little dibber. I have to use that pen, I think. I've lost my little dibber. It's in here somewhere. But what I want to do is just move these seeds about. You don't want them to, you want them just so they're not touching each other. That way it's easier to tease the weeds, the roots out. I don't think there's any more left in this packet. Just quickly check. No, unfortunately. So that's all you get of them, but the Roma, you get quite a lot of tomatoes. Right, anyway, the next step is to water the seeds yet again. You need to get them seeds wet. Now this is water which has been left in the greenhouse for at least a week. All the chlorine's evaporated out of it. So what I'm doing now, a bit of pixie dust over the top. Yes, it is clover, but I like to call it pixie dust. It does come from Ireland. And what I'm going to do is, once again, just gently just tap it down. That's it, that's all I'm going to do. And again, a bit more water. Now there's the secret to success. So these are the sweet peppers and these are the Roma. Actually, this is, let's just cover it. Right, so the way I get success is by putting them in these plastic bags. And so there's the first one. Get the second one. The second one's in as well. We've got the labels. Now then, what I want to do is put a bit of water into the bag. So now then, the trick is to close the bag. These have got zip ties on the top. These bags. A little bit of carbon dioxide in there. The plants will soon convert that into oxygen. So these will go into the back greenhouse in a grow house, and that's all I'm going to do. What happens is we're putting the water inside the bag. As the water evaporates, it comes to the top of the bag here, and then it drops down into droplets and waters the plants again in the pot. So it's like a cycle where, you know, you got hot air rises, condenses, and then drops back down and it evaporates again, and it's just that cycle. And I don't have to keep messing about topping giving them water. If they do get a tiny bit dry, I can come in and I can give them a bit of a water, but these are going to sit comfortably in the back greenhouse now, in the grow house. And so that's a grow house inside the greenhouse, inside these plastic bags, and germination won't take very long. I've got lots more to be getting on with as well, but I just thought I'd show you these ones. So this is a simple way of germinating a few tomatoes and a few peppers. Well guys, as you can see, these are these two, the Roma and the Romeo peppers. These are Roma tomatoes. But if you look here, these are other tomatoes that I've sown, and if you look, see how the condensation's here. As the pots warm up, condensation travels to the top and it drops back down onto the pot, so it's self-watering. So, it's a pretty cool way to actually start your tomatoes. Then we just prick them out and then put them on. But there's quite a few pots in here. I do need to clear these ones up here and this down here to get some more in. But it's I'm slowly starting to get a few seeds sown. I won't be doing the brassicas anytime soon, but all the tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, we'll get them off to an early start. But as you saw there, see the condensation there? They're the ones I've just done. They're the ones what I did the other day. So all the seeds there, what you just seen me sowing, are in the back greenhouse. You notice how the condensation works in the bag. It rises, drops back down, we don't have to keep filling the bag with water. We put water in the thing to start off with, and I prefer I can't say the word I prefer. Oh, never mind. Put it this way, it works. Hydrophonics. I can't say it. It's one of them words. I can't get my tongue around it. Phonics, ponics, tonics, sonics. I give up. But they're in the greenhouse. So the next job I'm going to show you, we was working on this raised bed out there. I wanted to get rid of the net, and we got rid of the net. My friend Deborah took it. You'll probably see we're going up the path with it. But what to do, get all the weeds out of the bed, tidy the bed up, take all the canes, everything that was around it, tidy it all up, give it a hoeing, give it a raking. We'll be throwing more buckets of compost into there shortly, and I'm going to be building my brassica cage, but we needed to clear everything so I could actually do that. So let me show me doing that now. Well guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take this debris nesting off this bed. I'm going to take all the weeds out of this bed. There's tons of weeds in it. We're going to clear it all out. I'm going to put all these bars and everything away, and what I'm going to do, I'll give this debris netting to a friend of mine. I've got brand new debris netting, and over the next month, next 3-4 weeks, we're going to build a new frame. It's going to have a new cage. This is the lengths. I've got all the legs in the greenhouse. I just need a few screws. But what I want to do is make a start here first and clear all these, take this all these bars and everything out of it, and get rid of this debris netting. I'm going to give this debris netting, by the way, to my friend Deborah, and she can put it to good use. She's going to have to take the cable ties off it, so that's the job she's going to have to do. And she can roll it up, and she's got some really good stuff there. It is pretty good. But like I said, I've got brand new, and when we're finished it'll look absolutely amazing. So I'll come back to this shortly and show you the bed cleared of all this netting. Well, I got rid of the debris netting. There's Deborah going off with it, thank God. I've got tons of this debris netting, so what I'm going to do, it's starting to rain now, so I'm going to knock it on the head, but tomorrow I'm going to come and weed it all, take all these canes and what have you out, throw some of that horse compost into there, and then think about building my frame, which is just here. Well, that's a part of it, I've just got to make it. But yeah, this all up bloody lot. Them cabbages there took a right hammering with the winter, so we're just going to rip it all out. Tomorrow morning it'll look beautiful in there. Right, anyway, onwards and upwards. These metal rods are fantastic for hooking netting on. Also, if you got, you know, them big Hessian sacks what you get sand in, the 1 ton sacks, if you stick one of these in the handles, and then you can just chuck all your stuff into it. Anyway, just noticed Bugger Lugs, she's arrived. Anyway, I'm just gonna, like I say, we just get this all sorted now. I've got these, gonna put them away, and then we'll be right back. Now for the horrible job, and that is clearing the weeds out of here. I think I used my hoe to scrape most of them, and my rake. They're only superficial. Chickens will eat most of them. Anyway, let's have at it. Well, just in time, we've cleared the bed. Got a bucket there for the chickens, that's going in the compost. But yeah, the bed's been tilled and raked. All the weeds are out there now, and it's just started to rain, so it's perfect timing. Right, anyway, I'll get this camera out of the way and then meet you back at the front greenhouse. But we will be coming back to this to build a big brassica cage eventually. So yeah, the bed is nice and clear, everything's ready to go. I just need a few brackets and then I can start making my grow house. Not my grow house, my brassica cage. We've got brand new netting and everything to put on it, so the netting cost me now as well, so we did all right. We with all the bits and bobs, a bit of trading here, a bit of trading there. It's cost me nothing really, maybe a few screws, but I do need these angle brackets for the corners, and then we can build it. I've actually got some, but I need a few more. We'll come back to that again. So let's have a change from the allotment and let's move over to the shop and show you what we've been doing over there. We've actually been trying to mount some lights onto the ceiling because it's very dark inside the shop, as you're going to see what we've been doing. And we'll come, like I said, I'm going to show you now the idea that we've come up with, and you'll see it works perfectly fine. The mounts that we've put in there, problem was we couldn't drill into the roof because it just compromised the integrity of the container. So anyway, I'll show you what we've been doing over the other side of the allotment. Well, today I'm having a go at putting these bosses up. Now you can see what I've done there. I'm going to glue, got this no nails, I'm going to glue these bosses to the ceiling. Now they're only holding these very flimsy little lights. However, Mike has lost one of the bloody brackets. That's one of these. And it would be straightforward, screw it to the boss up there, and then a couple of screws through the sides, and that the light was mounted. He's lost one of them, so I've had to put a piece of wood in here, and so I've got to screw that to the boss, and then he's going to have to put a couple of self tappers to hold it up. That's the best I can do. Well, I've got to put a piece of wood down here, because what we're doing, we're putting a USB point, charge point, so we can, and a switch. So it's all. So what I'm going to do is jam a piece of wood in here, down to the bottom here, and yeah, just these pieces of wood what's sticking up is just to hold it in place while I no nails it. Then I jam them in, let it go off, see if it's suitable. If these stick like glue, it should do. Then we cracked it. The other thing we could do is put a piece of wood from here to here through these lugs and then dangle the light down from it. I don't know if you can see these lugs here. Sort of mount something, but I think this is the best way to go, and I don't want to faff about, so that's what I'm doing. Well, I'll put this piece of wood in here for the light socket. This is the light socket here. I'm going to mount the light socket there so you can turn the lights. There's got two bosses we've got fixed to the ceiling with no nails. They're holding no weight at all. They're dead. These things there. These are the lights, and there's no weight at all on them. Like little, very, I think they weigh about 60 grams, 70 grams. So they're the lights, and we've got to just letting that no nails go off now, and then we'll come in tomorrow, see if they're taken okay, and we can start running the wires down to the solar down there. Then we've got lights in the shop as well. You got some light in here, you can actually see when the doors open, but we want to be able to see clearly what we're buying. So anyway, that's in place. We'll be back later. Well, just popped in here today just to have a look at this wire that Mike's just bought for the lights. There's the wire, more wire there. These are for the cable ties. They stick to the side of the container, and then we use these. Well, there you are. And what happens is the wire goes through that and ties up. This is where we're putting the switch. This is for the USB point when we put it in. This is what we use to mount them, because we don't want to drill any holes into the container. If you drill holes into the container, you make it weaker. So we've got these here. We've used it, no nails, and it's solid, guys. I'm pulling. Same here. These bosses, these have been no nails, and they're rock solid. So we're going to get the lights in here shortly. The solar and everything's in place. You can't see down here because it's so dark, but give it a couple of days. I'll probably show you down there, but that's the gubbins for the solar, the batteries and everything. Anyway, got a bit of a croaky voice this morning, but yeah, we will be back in here, and I'll show you when we got the lights in. Right, anyway, onwards and upwards. Oh, by the way, there's lots and lots of compost in here. You can't really see because it's too dark, but well, I'll show you these again. So I was banging on them bosses, the solid. I'm going to get Bill to come in. He'll put the lights in, then we'll have light in there, and everyone will be able to see what they're buying. A lot of compost. We need to order more compost. I'll get that ordered soon. Jim will do that. The shop opens next week, hopefully. However, I've been opening the shop for people when they wanted it. I mean, I just got on the allotments this morning. I didn't even get through the gates, and I had Dave come over to me. Can you get us a bag of lime, Mark? I said, yeah, of course you can. £7.50. Have you got the money? And I've sorted that out for him, and he's got his lime, and he's happy. I was surprised really when that door opens that it never shuts. But yeah, the lights will be sorted out real soon. Anyway, we'll come back to that when we get the electrician comes in to wire them. So I thought what we'll do then, we'll move on, and basically we'll show me now doing these hanging baskets. A load of the baskets have been hammered by the birds over the couple of months, and what they're doing, they're after nesting material, and they destroy the liners. So I've been looking for liners to replace them to make them look nice again. So we've actually found some. I think it's called BM Bargains at £1.16. Wilco's is £2.50, B&Q's £5, and Bent's is £7.50 for the same thing. So you're going to see me doing these linings. I'll show you the ones where what we've been doing, and had a bit of help from someone, as you're going to see right now. Well, Buttercup's found somewhere else to play. Trouble is, yeah, you guessed it, I need to put these into the hanging baskets. You silly bugger. she nearly went then. Be more careful, darling. What's she like? She got 8 lives now. She nearly fell straight on her head. Unbelievable. Yeah, she's certainly keeping me company here today. There's only me and her on. It's absolutely bitter cold. Got the dog walkers up there walking the dogs. That's it. There's not a single soul on, just me and Buttercup. Well, let's get on with it. Anyway, we just filled this, put the old plants back into this new liner and topped it up with some compost. Let me show you where we're putting them. Well guys, what we're going to do, we're going to transplant this into this, and as you can see it's all destroyed. The only trouble is I've got to unup this. Leave that there for now. Here's the fun bit. So I'm hoping I can just take that and drop it into there. He says with bated breath. I think I might be able to get away with it without it going all over. But again, I've not had much success in doing this. Oh God, I've got lucky, or nearly lucky. Right. So this will become nesting material for the birds. Few of these, a couple of weeds in here. Right, what I'm gonna do now is tip some compost over these. They will come back through, don't worry. Certainly don't need to water them because it's not stopped the bloody raining. Anyway, just get that right. There we go. So we'll put it back. You can see that, huh? So we got it back into place. Now we'll stick the other one underneath it. Just hooks on underneath. And just like that, it's done. Anyway, what I'm going to do with that, I'll leave it down at the back of the plot on this piece of wood I've got there, and let the birds pick at it as much as they want. But it's great nesting material, that, because the buggers keep ripping it out of all my planters. Anyway, that was the last one to take care of. However, saying that, I've actually got another planter, another hanging basket, which I might just take that lining, lift it out, and then put the new hanging basket in, because it's bigger. You see the bottom of it there, there's a gap. Now I've actually got another one which we can actually put there, so give me 5 seconds and I'll do that one as well. Go and get me liner. So that's what we're going to use, that basket there. Can't believe these liners are only £1. The £1.16 from B&M or BM something or others on Salford Precinct, and the others what I bought from Wilkinson's are £2.50. Right, so I'm going to swap this out and I'll be right back. Oh guys, what I've been doing, I've been faffing about here to try to shorten this. I've shortened it, it's not too bad. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mount it up there. What's up, Buttercup? Right. Voila! So that looks a lot better, that, and it's not hitting the bottom of the, not in the top of the water butt, which is a bonus. I could have swore I saw something white and furry go past me then. Yep. What you doing in there, eh? Well, what you doing? She's a little bugger she is. When she looks at my tripod, what she's looking at is how she can push it over. Right, go and get a drink of coffee. What? I'll jump up then. What? What's up with you? Eh? What's up with you? You know I'm busy. You know I'm busy. You're not having a drink of this? No. No, you're not having none. Really? You're gonna fall there, you know. Eh? You're gonna fall. Sit on that. Sit there. Right. Got to talk about maintenance for this one. Yeah, so she was a great help. She's got 8 lives. Lucky I caught her. But she get if there's a plastic bag or anything like that, you can see guaranteed Buttercup wants to get in it. She's normally quiet when she's in the bags, but she was pain in the backside while I was doing that. What are you doing, Buttercup? You're trying to get comfy, why don't you? Anyway, all the liners are done now. So it's looking quite nice. I thought we'd take you on a bit of a walk around the plot and show you what it looks like. So let's have at it. Let's take you on a bit of a walk around the plot and you're going to see a few flowers. Well, thought we'd have a quick walk around the plot and show you what's happening. There my girls in there. Still, I think there's 3 of them are molting at the moment. But we still haven't got no new wood chip to go in there. But hey ho, it's still dry. That's all what matters. As soon as I get some new wood chip, that'll be the first thing to do. Then the paths. The elephant garlic's doing well. So's the porcelain white. There's a few cabbages there. Lots of onions in these other beds. All the planters are all fired up here, all the way along. Around the corner where the pond is jasmine's is doing well. I like that, I really do. I like how it hangs over as well, so we've not chopped it down. And it will give a little bit of shade in the summer months for the greenhouse here. Yeah, all the planters, as you can see, are firing up. Hanging baskets here, it's got little crocuses starting to come up. All these have all got flowers in. Again, these are herbs along here. These have got flowers. They're me daylilies. A couple. Look at them daylilies. Wow. That one there's a currant. That one there's a blueberry. We need to find homes for them. Step up here. You can probably see all the pots on the table there are all firing up as well. These are all flowers here. It'll look glorious. Normally you have the birds nesting in here, and up there, and these will be coming very soon. All along here we got spring bulbs coming up in all these planters and in the beds. Won't be long before you'll be starting seeing daffodils here. These are all tulips. These are tat. There's different varieties of daffodils and tulips. The black currants are starting to bud up. I'm thinking of putting that one there, but there is a fig, so I want to see if that fig raise its ugly head. If it does, we'll leave well alone and we'll just leave that where it is. But this rosemary's doing well. I will be replacing these rosemarys shortly with the ones I've got. These are me gooseberries. I've got quite a few gooseberries. All the flowers are coming up now in the borders. Some little crocuses there, but it's flowering. Again, them things what look like weeds there are not weeds, they're poppies. Then they're lupins, and this is sedum. All the way along here you got sedum, right to the very end where we got a stilbe. Again, this bed, you can start seeing these are daffodils firing up here, but inside that box there and all along here is piles and piles of daffodils and tulips. It looks like the pile of doo-doo there with Buttercup, little bugger. What's she like? In there we've got some pansies and some violas. These buckets are fired up as well. Look at these are coming up. These are beautiful daffodils and tulips. Again, more firing up here. All the hanging baskets are looking well. They've got little crocuses coming up here. There's all sorts of different things in these. We just done the linings with this one. This was the last one to do. Or was it? No, there was one round here which we needed to do. That's my favourite place at. She sits out there and she watches the birds on the feeders, licking the chops. These are all plants. This one what we've just done here, we've shortened the chain so it doesn't keep it in the butt, and yeah, this is going to look lovely. Let's hope the birds don't start ripping them to shreds before they even start flowering. As you can see, all these planters come around here. We've got even more planters here, full of crocuses, irises, daffodils, tulips, and there's not just one type of daffodil or one type of crocus or iris. There must be 20 or 30 of them, and hopefully we get to see them later on in the year. I still say that's crooked. That's one Aaron made me. Good lad. Again, we've done these hanging baskets there, put new liners in. There's a bloody bee there on that. Little crocus there, starting to flower. That's probably the reason why. If you look along here, you can see all these flowers coming up in these pots. Forget what that is now, but it's starting to flower, starting to come back to life. His leaves starting to buds on it and everything. Just down here, it's right in the centre of the picture. I forget what it was now. It'll come to me. All these planters firing up. Them ones there. These are all me raspberries. These are me red and white currants here. But all the way along here we've planted tulips. so there's going to be different tulips in this bed. You can probably see tulips all the way around the, well, not, they should be up there as well, all the way around this bed. There's tulips and daffodils. These things what you see are sedum, so we got 5 sedum plants. That's why we got these well, why I decided to use these mesh or wire fences to stop them from flopping over onto the paths. However, right in the centre there's nothing there, and there will be a load of strawberries very soon. Moving on to this bed, this is, again, we got some gooseberries here. There's 3 gooseberries which need a bit of a trimming. The lid's blown off the water feeder, but this is where we got loads of rhubarb, and it's all coming back now. But if you look all the way along around the outsides, we've got them covered with flowers, daffodils and tulips. You got the daffodils on the boards, and then tulips up against them, and then the rhubarb, and then you got all the planters here which are firing up. We've got actually got a few daffodils flowering there. I'll just get my knees down here, and you can see underneath here now. What you can see now is the snowdrops starting to flower. They're not in full flower yet. As you can see, they're everywhere. In another few days these will look absolutely awesome, and there'll be bees all over them. You won't be able to get near these, they'll be absolutely covered in bees. I'm thinking of taking this little tree out here and putting a bench which is down there and putting it here. Now all these planters are absolutely brimming with flowers. They'll be up in no time. This blueberry which is here, inside there is a load of crocuses, the saffron crocus which is inside there. We do need, really, I don't know what's, I'm thinking cut around the lip and take the top 8 inches off it, make it shorter, because the soil's just sunk down, unfortunately, over the years. I could take the plant out and redo it, but the soil that it takes to fill it is just incredible. So I think that might be the best way to do that. But we've got more planters here with flowers all around the pond now. It's absolutely piles of flowers. I don't want to walk on the paths, you see, because I don't want to damage the paths any more than they are. I'm waiting for wood chips so I can put them down. But as you can see, there's not a single weed on these paths, and there never has any been. You get the odd weed which comes up now and again, but once that new wood chip goes on here, it's going to look absolutely awesome. Again, we've got, these are onions. We do like us onions. We're halfway through the year, the onions will be gone, and then what we do, we turn these beds into for growing cabbages and stuff like that. This is that bed. Well, this is going to be my new brassica cage. You've seen what we've been doing with this through the week, and you probably heard me mention this about 3 times, but that wood there will be making the lengths. We've got the width, we've got everything. Just got to get a few more things. This will be, after we've done this will be the final bed. We've got the wood over there to do it. All this compost which is in them buckets, I'm going to be tipping in here, and then when we built this bed, I'm going to take this compost bin, I'm going to tip everything into this bed, and then I'm going to build a new one. Got my P frame there. This is the bench that I'm thinking of putting up near the trees. These are blueberries, by the way. There's 2 there and there's 1 there. Birds always seem to get them. This is where we stuck that netting. I've given my mate Peter these 6 paving stones. So I need them 3 there, and I need all these others. These are for another job. But yeah, we'll get this bench up here. We worked really hard on this, and we just finished it as it was raining. That was a couple of days ago, that. But yeah, what we'll do is take this little tree out and take a few of these branches, and then we're going to put the chair there. Although there is a chair over there and there is a chair there. I've got chairs everywhere. I do like to sit down. You've got a flagpole there, look at that. And one of these days I'll put that proper flagpole up. But not today. Right, anyway, that's what the plot's looking like. The first week in February. There's Buttercup. That's the old secretary, Jim. Good lad he is. I used to go to school with his wife. Used to both sit the side of each other for about 10 years through school. Alison Edwards. She's changed her name since. But anyway, there we go. That's the plot. Get me shears. I need to cut these ones before they get too big, but I've got to be careful because if they start to bud, I'm in trouble, and I really do need to crack on with these. Otherwise, it's next year when I'm going to be trimming them. And I can see this might be too late here now because I've actually got buds on these. I don't think I can do it if I've left it too late. First week of February. Damn. But yeah, I've actually got buds on these. Oh well. This is golden delicious, this one. Never mind. We'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go and get in there with Buttercup and have a nice drink of coffee. So as you saw underneath the trees there, the snowdrops are doing really well. Fruit trees, that is. I did notice that they're budding. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really do need to trim them. But everything's doing wonderfully. All the flowers are coming up now. There's a few crocuses flowering. It's been quite nice today. You'll probably be bees on the snowdrops today. I won't be surprised. But we'll get to see them again. I'll show you them in the next episode. They should be all flowering. They should look lovely, like they do every year. Anyway, got another clip. This is what we've been wasting as money on today at the Reebok there in Wigan, Bolton, whatever you like to. Well, it says Wigan, but yeah, this is what we've been buying. Well, guys, this is what we bought this week. These have come in the post just recently. A couple of Anglo-Saxon skeeters. Like I say, we buy these when we see them. I think that one there is worth 10 times what that's actually. It says 25 quid there, but I think it's worth 10 times that. I need to do a bit of research on that because these porcupine ones can be very expensive. But this is what I think it is. Anyway, there's one, but the one what I want to show you is this one. Now this is well, we're looking at the portrait of Henry the VIII there, and he was on the throne. Well, you can see there from 1509 to 1547. This is his second coinage. This is the Canterbury Mint, and on the other side, flip it over. Again, this is the Archbishop of Wrexham long cross. Absolute stunning. It's almost full flam, and these things are selling on eBay for £300, £400, £500. It just all depends on quality. And when you're buying coins like this, you have to get quality. Otherwise, you're going to lose big time. But yeah, this is absolutely awesome, and this will be a perfect candidate to me coin collection. Right, anyway, I've got a few more coins to show you, but this one is an absolute Bobby Dazzler. Look at that, it's beautiful.
Well guys, this is one of the sets I bought today. This is a definitive set, 2014. Let me show you the next one. This is the 2013 definitive set, which I bought today as well. We've been doing alright with these definitive sets, so let's show you the next one. So this is a 2017 set. Again, beautiful set. The star there is the £2, the Britannia of this set. That's a low mintage, 2017. But yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful set. Let me show you another set what I've actually bought. So this set is a 2011, but this comes with all the £2 Magna Carta, Mary Rose, WWF, and there's a couple of other pound coins there. I think they're cities, if I'm not mistaken. And like I say, then you got the normal ones here. So this is a 2011 set. And yeah, again, we bought these today. Absolutely beautiful. Absolute beautiful. So these are the sets that we bought. They're, like I say, 14, 13 and 17. And this 2011, that's a price that was on it, but I didn't pay nowhere near that. In fact, I paid less for all 4 of them than what was there. I think it was I paid £25 each for them all. So this one here is selling for about 100 quid. It has gone higher. So I got basically got the other 3 sets for nothing. Really, that's how I look at it. But it's all about at the end of the day, these coins making a bit more money than what I've paid for them. So yeah, these are some beautiful coin sets. Like I said, they're the definitive sets. I've actually got the proof sets as well, but you know, you got to have them all. And as you see here, we've got a few more today.
So as you saw there, we got some absolutely awesome coin sets which we paid pennies for. The 2011 coin set there, that's selling for 125 on eBay, and we got 4 of them. We paid pennies for them, so we did really well there. Unfortunately, that King Henry VIII half penny. Again, you might think it's a ridiculous price, but we're getting them really cheap. That there costs you 250, 300 quid on eBay. Every day it will cost you that, and that is it's perfect. It's got full flan on it, no one's been clipping it. It's an absolutely awesome coin. So yeah, again, there's a few skeets there which we've acquired. I'm still waiting for the Royal Mail to send me my coins that I've been waiting for. This will be 6 weeks now I've been waiting. You've had your money, you buggers. I want my coins. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I don't do waiting, guys. I really don't. It's really annoying. I didn't realise that you had to wait for such long. I thought you'd order them, you'd get them normally. You normally get your coins, but what with Queen Elizabeth dying, and now the new king's is on the coins, it's taken a lot of time to actually make the coins. I understand that, but you know, they need to get their acts together. Otherwise they won't be getting my custom. I could have gone elsewhere, to believe it or not, and got the same things, but hey, that's it. That's a Royal Mint for you. But yeah, that's where we're going to end the video. Oh, before we go, a couple of you are saying, where does Buttercup really sleep in the greenhouse? Well, of course she does, guys. I did a little clip last night as I was going off, and this is where Buttercup, this is a home. Where we're sat now is a home. She's got a food here, water there. She's got a day bed here, and she's got an evening bed just to the side. Let me show you. Well, we took the water bottle out of there, and well, there's Buttercup. That's where she sleeps of a night time, guys. But it's nice and toasty in there now, and that's where she is. She's got her food and her water here.
I'm warming up the day bed over there at the moment, but what's she like? So those of you that worry about her being living in my greenhouse on the allotments, don't be. She gets better looked after than most kids do. Serious about it. There she is, in a little bed, all snug as a bug in a rug. A few bugs in there, I bet. So there you go. I've got to tell you, Buttercup is better looked after than most kids. Every plot holder on the allotment adore her. They all spoil her. They're not supposed to feed her, but they do. And like I say, she's in perfect health. I will be doing a flea drops and be doing worming tablets very soon. It costs me a bloody fortune, it does, and I don't mind. I don't mind paying up. She's got her food here. Yeah, that's your food. I better give you some more, aren't I? The only way to get her off me now. So I'm going to fatten her up. I'm going to try and get this video up a bit later. I hope you enjoyed the video, by the way. I hope you keep safe, stay warm, because it was bloody cold last night. It was temperature dropped like a brick last night. But everything's fine here on the allotment, as you just saw. Anyway, I'm going to give Buttercup some more. There you go. Oh, God, legs. Rub some life back into him. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. You stay safe. Goodbye for now.